Hello, familia. Welcome. My name is Magdalene Janet. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Instagram because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to my goodies. Do I have blueberries in my teeth? No, I just had yogurt with blueberries in it and some granola. And then I didn't check. So face is done because I'm trying to change it up a little bit because, I get bored very quickly. So I'm like, I want to do my Sephora recommendations video, which is this one, but I'm also going to be reviewing this. I finally bit the bullet and bought this thing. We're gonna review it, but I'm doing a full face of my favorite holy grail Sephora makeup products. I do want to do some honorable mentions, so I'll do that towards the end of the video. Before we get started, let me tell you what I have on this base because this base is kind of fly. So let's start. Start off with the new Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. I started using this about 2 weeks ago and I really like it. It's very smoothing. It feels wet. It's very lightweight and it dries down onto the skin and blurs your skin so well. So I really like this. I added this all over. Let this dry down. Then I had to use both of these foundations because these both have been my favorite foundations at Sephora. So the new Prada Reveal Skin Optimizing Foundation. I'm in the shade MN60. I added a very light layer to the skin and I blended it out with the Refi Dual Ended Brush just to give us a very thin light layer. The fiber bristles on this brush will give you a very light layer of foundation, which is what I was going for. I let that dry for about, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes. Then I went in with the Dior Forever Stick Concealer in the shade 3.5N. I did more of spot concealing. I added more coverage to my manchas, around my mouth, around my nose, so that we can get a little more coverage, but I still want the skin to look like skin. This stick foundation really does that. Oh, I love it. Then I wasn't sure which bronzer to use because I really love the new Too Faced stick. I'm in the shade Chocolate Souffle, and then Say, I'm in the shade Spritz. Of course, I went with Say because I've really been loving this. I've been using it. It's very lightweight yet pigmented, and it blends out literally like gel and butter at the same time. This formula is a little bit jelly. It does blend and dry down very nicely. I was just very surprised how pigmented and beautiful it just looks on the skin. Of course, then I went with the newest blush that I really like. It's the Huda Beauty in the shade Strawberry Cream. Blushes are beautiful because they're very pigmented. They're creamy. They also kind of have a gel-like formula, not heavy and not too pigmented. Like that pigment is perfect. And of course, I've been loving this corrector from Huda Beauty in the shade Peach. I added a little bit towards the indent of my under eye. I try not to keep it super close up to my lower lash line because that's where my creases are. I let that dry down. Then I blended it out. After that, I wasn't sure what concealer I wanted to go with because I'm a concealer girl, but I had to go with Mario and Danessa Myricks, and the Mario concealer on number 280. It's very warm, so this one we're using it as a base today. I am adding it at the very indent of my under eye, not far up, so that I'm blending it out so I can really sheer that concealer out with the 71 brush from Sephora. Yet we have enough pigment that we're concealed. I just don't want all that product going right underneath my lower lash line. And to highlight a little bit, because this shade is a little bit light, number 7, I added literally a dot of the Danessa Myricks concealer. Let that dry down, and again, I blended it the same exact way I blended the first concealer. I'm doing like a tapping motion and spreading it out. As I thin it out, I move it up to where my lower lash line is. After that, we're going with the setting portion. I've been loving this pressed powder to set my under eyes from Tower 28. It's in the shade Palisades Pink with my Makeup Forever powder puff. I grabbed a good amount. I pressed it in my hand to even it out and then pressed it lightly in the under eye area, exactly how I did my concealer, keeping it low and then working it up. I opened up this HD Makeup Forever setting powder in the shade Corrective Rose 0.1. I really like the very sheer pink undertone it has, so that's the one I use for my under eyes. I just set it very lightly. Because I have very creasy under eyes, I realized I just need to start putting less product in that area period, which means corrector, concealer, powder. And then to powder up the face, I'm using Makeup Forever 2.1 medium neutral. You know, I've been using this powder since it released. I love it so much. I did like a light layer because again, we're doing very light layers so our skin still looks like skin. Talking about light layers, I tap very lightly with this Sephora 59 brush with the Rare Beauty pressed finishing powder just to finish everything off in the shade Sand. You know, I've been loving this powder. I just think it's so pigmented, but not too pigmented and heavy. Here we are now, looking all good. Look at the skin. I wanted to keep it natural-ish because we're gonna use this and we're gonna see if it's really worth the $90 I paid for it, you know? So before we get started, let me give you info about the palette. The oh so popular Hourglass Ambient Lighting Unlock Palette retails for $90. I have the Evil Eye shade, which is like the middle one. This is a 6-pan face palette with 5 new ambient shades to cast you in the perfect lighting. This palette is here to diffuse, enhance, and illuminate your complexion. The Evil Eye, which is the one that we have, it symbolizes protection and intuition. Hourglass will donate 5% of the net proceeds from this collection to the Non-Human Rights Project. Okay, now that we have the tea, I'm using Sephora brushes or brushes that are sold at Sephora, Refi, Rare Beauty. You know, I love Sephora collection brushes. If you don't have any brushes or if you want a brush, this is a great time to buy because they sold individually and they're typically 30% off. You get some monies off and then I still have some to use with the palette. I've been wanting this palette for a solid 3 years, but I just never could bring myself to pay $90 until I was on live like 2 weeks ago. I was talking to you guys. I'm like asking you, should I get it? Should I get it? Is it worth it? And everybody was like, yes, get it, get it, get it. And I did. Let's open it up. Right here, and these palettes always sell out. This particular one, they have like the Evil Eye, they have the other types. I don't really care for much for the packaging, the outer packaging. Maybe I should because that's literally what we're paying for. What I really care for is this, what's in here. It's magnet. It's like a magnet case and it's metal. Is it always metal? But look, these are the shades. So the idea for this to just give you a luminous look, accentuate your natural features without doing too much, without things looking too harsh. Let's do swatches. So there's 6 shades. Oh wait, let's take it off. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Let's do the swatches here. I've never tried any of Hourglass's blushes, bronzers, so I really don't know what I'm getting myself into. Do you guys? Have you guys tried it? Let me know. Wow, this is quite pigmented. Okay. Wow, okay. It's like pigmented in a subtle way. These blushes are pigmented. Okay, and then the bronzer is this one. The first, is it 3? And then the last 3. Okay. Wow, these are nice. Subtle yet pigmented, I would say. So I do know this is like a bit of a highlight, right? Finishing powder soft light, yeah. Oh, I like that in the back, the numbers, it says what it is. So from 1 through 6, 1 is a finishing powder, 2 is a highlight rose, 3 is a blush pink fusion, 4 is a blush oasis glow, 5 is a vibrant coral, 6 bronzer natural bronze. Okay, that's helpful because this is a highlight. Let's see. This would be perfect, this area right here, to highlight it. I'm just gonna get this brush. This is not a Sephora brush, but this is the brush that fits so well here. It's a little too shimmery for my liking for this under eye area. Anything shimmer, it just accentuates too much here. So in that case, we just have to go very, very light-handed and be done like this. It does highlight a little bit. I want to get this brush, this one, the 93. We're going to get the bronzer shade. Wow, that's pigmented. See how it picks it up well? And I just feel like you're supposed to just dust. You're not supposed to really do too much. So let's see. I even think this brush may be a little too dense, but I do want to use Sephora brushes. It's giving nice color. Very subtle. Very subtle. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use this brush to use, I think I want to use number 5, the Vibrant Coral. This shade right here. And again, a little just swoosh. Oh yeah, this is pigmented. Shade number 4 is a blush. It's another blush. Let's use it. It has like a good shimmer and it's a subtle shade. Oh yeah. It's like a glowy goddess here. Let's use this brush, this Makeup Forever brush. Where's the highlight number 2? Yeah, the rose gold strobe light. And I like to use bigger brushes because it's a very natural, your skin light from within. You don't need to use things that are too dense because you're just kind of sweeping things onto your skin. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna use a little more blush just to go over top of that highlight. I want to use the bronzer with this fluffier brush. How much pigment we get out of this? You know, I put a little bit of cream bronzer on my lid. It's subtle. This entire palette is subtle. You're gonna just get a subtle look, nothing too harsh, nothing too much. You have this skin. I'm not mad at it. It looks really good. It looks so natural, like effortless. And that's the point. That's the point. We're just gonna cut the cheeks, make sure things look a little neater. A little here, a little there. You know what I was thinking as I was putting the bronzer on my lid? I love my Fenty brown eyeliner. So let's do our quick little wing. Oh, she's a baby. Okay. I just love how natural, I would say, the skin looks because this is a ambient like lighting palette. You're not gonna get any harsh lines. It's not matte. Therefore, everything could easily flow well. And now that I'm using this, let me add some powder. I think the reason why this is so popular and everyone raves about it because it's just effortless makeup. I didn't believe the hype until today. There isn't any sharp lines. Nothing really needs to be perfect. You can add highlight. You can add a blush that has a little bit of highlight in it. It's just very natural. I mean, as natural as could be, you know? So this is my mascara combo from Sephora. These two right here, love it. So what I do first is I always go with the Armani one first. Get all in there. And then we go with the YSL Lash Clash over it. Lashes. You know I'm a sucker for lip liners. Because I have small lips and I don't have a defined Cupid's bow, lip liner is more important than the actual lipstick because I can just use the lip liner as a fill-in lipstick, right? So the best lip liners that Sephora has, and they're actually all pretty new, Makeup Forever released their artist pencils, which are these. These are the oldies but goodies. These work so well. One of my favorite in a matte version. Makeup Forever lip liners. They make great lip liners. The matte is perfect because a good matte lip liner, it goes on creamy and it dries matte, and then you want it to last because it is matte, right? Fenty came out with the traced out lip liners. Amazing matte formula also, but very creamy. It takes a little bit to dry down, which is what I love. Tower 28 isn't a matte lip liner, but I just love their lip liners because they're so easy to use, super creamy, pigmented. They don't come in a lot of shades. The shades they do, I think they work out pretty well, and they're more on the cheaper end of Sephora prices. Huda Beauty knocked it out of the park with these lip liners, especially the shade Warm Brown. It is truly the perfect brown. If you have brown skin, you could wear it every day because it's not too dark and it's not too light where it's going to make you look like pale. Rare Beauty's lip liners, they have a bit of a matte formula, but they're not. Like, it's that in between, which it's not a new pencil, but they did recently release the Devoted shade, which is the most perfect red imaginable. Their lipstick and the lip liner. So I will be tagging all of these lip liners. You know how much we love lip products here, so I couldn't pick one. I want to talk about a couple of lipsticks that I really enjoyed this year. YSL lip oil thing. Girl, this is so flippin' nice. At first I'm like, 40 something dollars for like a lip gloss? No. I was like, no. But then I put it on and she's nice. She's real nice, okay? NARS has these matte lipsticks. I really like them because they're not too matte where they shrivel up your lips and they look super dry. No. Also, Rare Beauty's lipsticks, I really like them. This is the shade Devoted, the red new shade that I love. Look how busted it is because I use it so much. I just love the formula because it's super creamy, but not too creamy where it just kind of slips away. When it comes to lip products, like, I really want a good quality lip liner and I can kind of cheapen with the lipstick. So today, let's use Huda Beauty because I'm kind of feeling this brown natural sort of look we got going. Huh? Yeah. See how just perfect it is? It's a little warm, but I love it. Let's try also Tower 28. See, this one's a little darker. You see the difference? Let me add Huda again, just so. And we're just gonna have to use YSL today. This is the shade. Oh, let me tell you the shade, because this is the one. 204. I know it's called Honey something. Look, 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 look. Doesn't it make the lips look nice? Like kind of bigger? Smooth. It's magic. It's like the formula. Not only is it the color, it's like a lip oil lip color in one. This is just, ooh, ooh, ooh. We need to set this skin down. I forgot to do it with just the best. This is just the best. I also love Rare Beauty, but I ran out of it. I'm gonna have to buy it here on the sale. I'm creating my cart right now as I'm filming this video. As always, once your skin is damp, you can always go back in with your powder puff. Press. Also your foundation powder, the one we use with the Rare Beauty. Then we can go in with the Ambient Palette, the blush. What did I use this one? The highlight, huh? Let's actually dab in. Why not? I paid $90 for this, right? To use it till we can't no more. It was this one, right? This shade. This highlight's very nice. It's pretty highlighty, I would say. It's one of these things, like I just want to do this and bam. This is like what it makes me want to do. Okay, let me comb my hair some more and I'll be back. You know what I forgot? I forgot this, my fave. To keep us nice and put. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's talk about it. First, I want to give honorable mentions to these products that I really like this year. We're talking more new products and products that are worth the dollar bills. This palette right here from Makeup Forever, I love it. The bronzer blush palette. It's just easy to travel with, easy to use. It's all in one place. It is $90. Covers a lot. Your foundation, your concealer, your bronzer, your blush. So this is like a 4 or 5 in one palette, which is why I think it's worth it. And the quality of the palette is great. Rare Beauty Brow Gel, I love it so much. I did my brows off camera, but I did use this YSL bronzer. I really, really like it in the shade Sandalwood. I didn't use it today because we used the palette. I wanted to use it today, but I really just love the shade. It's perfect for brown skin. It's not too yellow, orange, what is this? Hold on. It's not too warm where you're gonna look like a Oompa Loompa, so I just love it. Finding a good bronzer tone is really, really hard. That's why I only use the MAC one until this one came out, I believe this year. Hourglass Concealer, it's an oldie but goodie. It's my holy grail. I'm in the shade Sienna, amazing. One Size Primer, I didn't use it today because I love this primer. I think it mattifies the skin so well and it blurs. However, it's not for everyone. It can be a little too drying. It could be a little too peely. It could be a lot of things. I personally like it because I do wear my makeup for long periods and I have oily skin. We do know One Size caters makeup for us oily gals. So that's why this is an honorable mention. I love it, but you may not. But it is a good primer. Once you get over the hump, it's perfect. And this concealer here from Tarte, the Creaseless Creamy Concealer. I wanted to use it today, but then I chose the other two to use today. It's super creamy. It is pigmented. It works out very well. And it's perfect if you have very creasy under eyes like me. For the honorable mentions, yeah. This is kind of off topic, but kind of on too. I recently used the YSL Lash Clash in a waterproof version. Why have I been sleeping on waterproof mascara? I could not believe how fanned out my lashes look. Oh my god, talking about lashes, you know, you have to stock up on the Shiseido lash curler. This is my favorite lash curler. I cannot find any others that I like. Look how my lashes look. I curled them. This pelito's chilling, huh? Let me move it. What do you think of this palette? Do you have it? Are you gonna get it? I like it. I think it works out well for what it is. I think it is very pigmented. Look at these swatches. And I wanted to do swatches to show you because I knew the way I was going to use it, we weren't going to see the full pigment, which is why swatches are super, super helpful. I love how everything looks cohesively tied in together. And that's truly what this palette is all about. You're not going to have harsh lines. Everything's going to be soft. You're going to have a soft looking makeup, which is what we have here. I just love, look at these hairs. I just love how the skin looks. Nothing looks cakey. Nothing looks like too heavy. My under eyes look good. The only thing is I probably wouldn't use this highlight shade anywhere around my eye area just because I avoid anything shimmer around my eye area, period, except for like eyeshadow. I like it. Do I think it's worth the hype? I think so. I think the quality, the pigmentation, the way it applied, it just applies so effortlessly, so flawlessly, if you ask me. That's another reason why I went very light with the cream bronzer and blush, because we were gonna put this to work, and the fact that these swatches are still on my hand and I've been doing everything under the sun and they have not faded. I was about to wash my hands, but I looked at them, I'm like, damn, these look good. This is kind of like a one-stop shop. These two right here both cost $180 together, but or more than that, but one full face right here. Also, this is luminous ambient lighting. If you don't like a glowy look, this is not gonna work for you. If you have oily skin, you may not want this because us oily skin gals do radiate very, very quickly. I will do a wear test to show you, to show you how this looks. It is currently 11:35. Yes, I'm earlier than most days. 11:35. Everything looks really good, and these are my Sephora recommendations, holy grails that I really, really love. Let me know what other videos you want me to do for the Sephora sale. I am planning to do my top 10 foundations because although I swatched 80 foundations at Sephora, someone did ask me to do my top 10. That's a great idea. I can just talk through them really quick, and 10 is a good number, not too much, not too little. Let me know, do you want all-time top 10 or new top 10 Sephora foundation? If I could get an answer from you guys, I will definitely film that video I'll film it by Thursday. I will tag and link everything down below. Using my links does help me and my channel out, so I appreciate you if you do use the link. I love you guys so much. If anything changes, I'll let you know during the wear test. Look at the skin. You see what I'm talking about? You do see texture because of the highlight. Highlight will always accentuate texture. But the bronzer, look how pigmented this blush is. The under eyes. And even the foundation, the stick foundation, the lip, eyelashes, everything just looks so well put together, but effortless. Like I didn't take a long time. No lie, my makeup really didn't take that long to do. Now that I'm thinking about it, like that's why I was so surprised how early it was. I thought it took me a lot longer. But Sephora face, I'm ready for Sephora Squad. I think they're gonna pick the winners this month. No, November. Let's put that good energy out. But okay, Sephora face, Sephora favorites. Yeah, okay, let's wear. Hey, I'm back. So it's close to 5. This is how the skin looks. The sun goes down a lot quicker. Here, let me show you. No, you can't really see. It definitely looks a lot more subtle now. My blush, you saw how it was very pigmented in the morning time, but I feel like it's much subtler, or maybe because we're in different lighting. I think it's subtle. I like the palette. The skin looks good. Again, it's very, very natural. We're gonna get like a natural makeup look. Me gusta. Oh, you see, look. Lighting's everything. It just changes everything up. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm at a stop right now. Ooh. Look at the clouds, how pretty they look. Okay, ciao. So here I thought I wasn't gonna do the wear test as long as I was. The day just changed, but look at the skin. You see the glow? Like I said, it faded a little bit. I'm definitely glowy, but this is what, 11 hours? Lips looking all janky. Damn. Sephora face and Hourglass palette. Not too shabby, huh? I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. And please don't forget to subscribe right here. And I'll see you in the next one. The next video will be the vlog. Okay, bye.